Hello everyone and welcome back to the third installment of the Minecraft series. So, in the last episode, unfortunately, we wound up dying. So, lost quite a bit of progress in terms of tools and food, but hopefully will not be too much of an issue going forward. So I'm going to go ahead, make some tools, and then I'm going to try and get back up to where I need to be. Alright, so, as I said in the last episode, there's going to be, just the next couple episodes are going to be sort of filler as we get prepped, grind resources, and get all of that stuff done in preparation for going in and taking on that nightmare way out there in the distance. So, one of the things that I need to do so I can get furniture and other things like that is ensure that I have a stable food crop to get sheep to shear. The other part of that is I need iron. So the next episode is going to be entirely mining focused. Basically, it's going to be 10 minutes of me doing time lapses of running up and down stairs with random resources that I managed to collect. With, of course, a couple of the usual shenanigans that come with me trying to do about anything in this video game. So, I'm going to go ahead, pop into bed for the night, and then we'll get to work on furnishing the house in the morning. Okay, so, I'm kind of curious, so I kind of want to look up, so there's a bunch of furniture options available. So we have stuff like tables, there's stools, there's shelves. We have two choices for what we want to do for the wood for these. We can go with what's around us, which is jungle wood, which is in reality really ugly. Or I can go pop over into the oak forest this way, and I can get plenty of oak wood to continue on with the furnishings. So I'm going to go with the oak wood because I think that it would look significantly better, especially considering the house is oak, and having oak in the house goes with the theme. So I'm going to go ahead, collect some wood, and we can get to work on furnishing the house. Alright, so I know I said that in the next episode there will be shaders and everything. However, I found that shaders negatively impacted the performance to the point to where it wouldn't have worked. It would have went terribly for us, especially considering the way that this game is rendered using the central processor unit. And so while I still do have a good CPU, the only way I really want to almost screw up the content to be able to have shaders is if I had like something absurd like one of the processors that belongs on like a server. So instead of doing that, we're just going with standard Minecraft for now, until I can find a shader pack that doesn't absolutely murder the performance of my computer. So we're going with shelves for the interior here, because these actually, here, I'll show you. So on shelves, you can place items, and then you can grab them again, which is awesome if you can aim for them. So it's actually a lot of fun to be able to have everything set up like this, because you can store something like a cake or candles or something like that on here without having to worry about if you just throw it down on there. Oh no, it's going to despawn. No, it'll just sit right there and it'll look cool doing it. So Obviously, our first order of business is to sort of flesh out the kitchen, see how we like that, and then go from there. So I'm going to work with just sort of experimenting with what's here, and then I'll see you guys in a minute. So the way that I have decided to sort of redo the kitchen is to have an almost double oven setup. So we'll have 2 stacked ovens here, one as a standard, obviously, furnace, and then we'll have another one that is a smelter. Sorry, not a smelter, a smoker. We're going to have a separate room for mining later, and obviously a separate room for the... Goodness, what is it called? The blast furnace. Sorry. A separate room for the blast furnace, as we're obviously going to need one, and when we get to work on the industrialization, what I'm thinking is I'm going to go ahead and outline my plan for the little temple that we found. So, I'm thinking I want to restore it, right? But not in the traditional sense. That is going to become one of the biggest industrial platforms this world has ever seen. I mean, obviously, considering that it's a fictional world, but it is going to be incredible. The 2 arms are going to be 2 gigantic ingestion plants. So these 2 sections and these 2 right here, this sort of area, is going to be an ingestion area. That is where resources from the mines that we'll put most likely somewhere over here will be brought in using most likely mine carts, and they will be sent along rails here, where they will be sort of just alternated, kicked off. Then they will be unloaded and then sent back down around, out the back, come all the way back across the lake, and to wherever mine carts are needed. Which I think is going to turn out really well. So I'm going to go ahead and continue sort of working on the house and see how it goes from there. So, because of the sort of beach house vibe that this house is obviously going to have, there needs to be some sort of path down to the beach. And so the neat thing is you can place and use these sticks in the same way that paths are placed and used in just regular Minecraft. So what I'm going to do is, before it gets too late and I get curb stomped by zombies and creepers, is I'm going to grab this food, grab the sticks, and I'm just going to start kind of laying them down. So the path itself is actually really darn simple. It's just a bunch of sticks that lead out here to one of the best views that I've seen in this game in a long time. I mean, just look at this. Isn't that just beautiful? Alright. So, I'm going to go ahead, head back inside, and just, I guess, almost just relax for a little bit and figure out exactly what I need to do next. Alright, so here's the plan. What's going to happen now is I am going to go fishing. The reason being, you can get incredible loot from fishing, and you can get a bunch of experience from it, which, assuming I don't just up and die a couple seconds from now, will be incredibly useful in the long run when I need to actually get stuff done. So I'm going to go ahead, craft a fishing rod, and go fishing. Alright, so I just got some sort of crate thing. Shift click. Okay. So potato, okay, hang on. I'm putting this stuff away immediately before something worse happens. Alright, let's take a look at what we actually got here. So we got some seaweed. Boring, standard. We got potatoes from that box. We got iron from that box. Cobwebs from that box. More seaweed. We got... Those apples were probably in my inventory before. And we got 9 gold nuggets. I'd say that's pretty darn good. So I'm going to go ahead, head back to fishing, and we'll see if I can get something similar again. Okay, so I just got another crate. And I have no idea what the crate system is. Last time it was a wooden one. This is an iron one. So what I'm hoping is this is significantly better. And yeah, it was a lot better. So that's 8 iron. Looks like we might not have to do such a severe mining trip next time, which would actually be quite interesting. Alright, I'm going to go ahead, get back to fishing. See if I can get some more. So, bit of a funny thing. I got another one. This is 3 in the same day. So I think that fishing might be the way to go to get everything that we need to. Okay, 4 gold, bread, wheat, strings, and kelp. So, it's not that great, but that's more resources than we had before, which is infinitely better, especially considering how much we lost. That was almost, I think, in the mines, no, sorry, not in the mines, in the temple, we lost probably around somewhere close to like 108 iron. So I'm going to keep fishing, see if I can get any more resources. Check back in soon. So I just got some like weird blue fish. Ooh, I can eat it. You know what? I found a use for the charcoal and the birch. Burn. I'm going to burn both of them. I'm going to use the birch to smelt the jungle wood into charcoal. And then we'll be able to very quickly cook up all the fish, and then I'll have enough food stocks, and then we can go ahead and end the episode. So I'll see you guys in a minute. So I'd say we have a pretty successful day. I mean, we got the kitchen roughly renovated. You know, we got plenty of iron. We have 14 iron now, which is enough for a big enough set of tools that I'm pretty confident in our ability to begin sort of actually terraforming the landscape, chopping down trees, and really making this a beach house. So I hope that you guys have had a good evening, and I hope to see you guys again soon. If you like the video, like, subscribe, comment, tell me what you like, tell me if there's anything I need to improve on. Have a good night.